Hey there, it's Nicole again. We are stretching, so we're on day 8 of our stretch challenge. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale nice and big. It's the beginning of the week and I want to make sure I've got some energy to flow because I'm about to work out for a couple hours here. So soften those knees, shoulders down and back. Remember to warm your body up. Take a little walk around, make sure you're not just straight out of bed or straight out of sitting still for a long time before we begin our stretches. I'm gonna take one more deep breath in, lift. Soften the knees, my hips are turned out. Exhale, long back. Grab onto the legs, round that back, belly button in, shoulders down and back, and I'm ready to go. All right, I'm gonna take you through standing leg stretches today. So we're gonna go ahead and just work into our quads. So our quads are here in the front of the leg. We want to keep the knees nice and straight. I'm going to use this as a support. If you need something, go ahead. If not, find your balance. We want to focus in and lifted, zipping up those abs, shoulders down and back. You can go here if you want. This is our level 1. Level 2 would be grabbing the foot if you can, trying to keep those knees nice and close. Watch that you're not arching that back. You don't want to go into a position that's pressing out unless we're going into a dance or for yoga. I want to keep my knees nice and close, abs drawn in and lifted, shoulders down and back, lifting from the crown of the head. That way I can keep the stretch through the quads, not forcing it into the back or pulling on my knee at all. This would be a great one to do if you've done some walking, actually like taken a walk, done maybe like a mini workout, or after an actual workout, working through the legs in a standing position. This is a pretty intense stretch for the front of that leg there. Let's go ahead and release it. I'm gonna bring it up to my chest. So we're here, reaching underneath the lower part, underneath the knee here, making sure not to pull on that knee. You can take it here, bring it into your chest a little closer. I have to lift my body, lift those abs drawn in, shoulders are down and back, otherwise I'm gonna tip over. So make sure that you work into that position. I'll go ahead and roll my ankle here. We're working on some balance today. So make sure you've got your center, abs drawn in and lifted, shoulders down and back to keep your body upright. And then I want to take it across my body. So you can either use a support on this opposite side or go for your balance. I'm going to take it across my body like we would as we're laying on our back. You can do all this on your back as a modification as well. I'm still grasping underneath that knee without twisting my bottom knee, slightly twisting over the body. Keeping my body facing front and watching that my bottom knee is not turning and twisting with it. I'm trying to get the twist here. It's a hard one to balance. So you can go here, you can hold on to something supportive on the side and open through here. I've got to lift through my shoulders, not pulling them near my ears, but just opening that chest. And I've got a lot of stretch happening here on the outside of my leg, all the way through, maybe a little into the glutes. Slight twist in the back, bring it back to center, and gently release. A little challenge for you if you want to press through. So we're here, we go back into that quad stretch. Use a support if you need to. Otherwise, you can find your balance and challenge your body. I'm gonna go ahead and press into the back hand, reaching and lifting. This is kind of a modified dance or yoga position. So I'm gonna press the back foot into my hand, open the chest. I like to say lift, think of lifting up versus forward. And I'm stretching it further. I'm not turning open. I'm keeping the knee facing down, lifting and lengthening, abs are drawn in, and making sure I'm not working into that low back. It's gonna feel a little stretch back there, a little tension, but not too much. I wanna focus on pressing through the front of that leg. When you get a little more advanced, I like to turn in and hold my inner foot here through the arch of my foot. You can press and lift, holding it here, or extending and lifting even further. And release it gently. My knee's still facing down, not open to the side, and release that. Whew. That really got my legs warm. All right, let's go on the other side. So I'm gonna go and take the support on this side in case you need to use that, and we'll work on the other leg. So I've got the front of the leg here. Again, knees are close. Level 1 here, using some support. Grasping onto that ankle if you can. Take a deep breath and exhale. Drop those shoulders, pressing the belly button into the spine is like what I like to tell people in lifting and zipping through here. So you've got the length of that front leg. I'm really tight on this side. I'm tight on that left leg. It's where I tend to hold most of my tightness. So notice where you have those certain spots and be mindful so you're not pulling anything, stretching anything before it's really ready to get warm. All right, gently release. We'll go ahead and bring the leg up in front of the body. So we're here, lifting the body, abs are still drawn in, shoulders down and back like you're standing against a wall nice and tall. And my shoulders are away from my ears. I'm gonna flex that foot a little, kind of wake up my foot. I haven't really woken up my feet, I haven't woken up my feet yet this morning. And slowly either release, tap it down, or you can take it across the body, open in here. So you can hold for support if you need, grab something, a chair, countertop, whatever you've got. Watch the bottom knee, we're not twisting and pulling on it. This is a very good challenge for your balance. I'm stretching through the side of the hip, the side of the abs, nice and strong, keeping the body open and lifted. And bring it back to center and gently release. All right, we'll take it into that challenge, that modified dancer position. So we've got the knees close. I'm gonna just turn to the side so you can see where I'm going here. I go ahead and grasp onto the front of that foot. Using this for support, anything you've got. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that standard hand position. I'm reaching on the outside of the foot, but my knee and hip are facing the same direction as my shoulders. I'm gonna press into the back hand with the front of my foot, giving it some pressure. My arm is up, shoulders are down. I'm thinking of lifting up, opening through the chest, reaching, pressing into the hand with that back leg. Deep stretch. This is a super, super deep stretch in the front of the leg here. It doesn't look like much, but it is. And then if you want to take a little more of a challenge, I'm taking into the inside of my arch. Depending on where you like to hold, that's fine. I'm not gonna turn my knee open. I'm gonna keep it behind me, lifting gently. I'm pretty tight on here, so this stretch is not gonna go too far. Abs are drawn in, shoulders down and back. Take a breath. Exhale. And slowly release. Whew, those are hard to do. I love doing those in my PiYo class because I'm already warm. My body's very flexible right now. You do what you do to make sure you're honoring your body and don't push too far. All right, let's go ahead and cross over. Let's get some hip openers. So we're here, cross over, figure four with those legs. Use your support, your chair, your countertop, whatever you've got, and just take a seat back. I wanna focus on the knee over the ankle, flexing my top foot. This is opening to the side of my hip. This is like a pigeon stretch on the floor or thread the needle. Hips are way back. I'm not overarching my back. I'm just sitting into a long spine and dropping to those hips. You can give a little tiny pressure weight on that side without pushing onto the knee. I'm using my thigh here. Inhale, exhale. And release. All right, let's take the other side with that one. I'll go ahead and duck under my bar here because I want some support this morning. Cross over, above the knee if we can, and we'll sit back into that chair. Again, figure four is the position my legs are making, so that's why we call it a figure four stretch. Pulling down with the hips, lengthening the spine, shoulders are away from my ears. Gently, if you press any pressure, you're gonna work onto the thigh, not the knee. I'm barely putting pressure on here though. I've got a lot of stretch happening already just taking a seat in this position. Inhale. And exhale. And lift. Nice job. All right, I'm gonna take you into a more standing position here, so move this out of the way. Just crossing the feet over each other. Hips are square. Big inhale. And exhale down. You don't have to go super far. We're just releasing out as another way to get a slight stretch through the lower back and hips. Outer side. You can slightly lean into the opposite side of that top, that crossed over leg. So if I've got my left leg crossed over, I'm gonna gently lean out into that hip, getting a little extra stretch in the low back. Back to center, slowly roll it up. If you can, this works best with a straightened leg. but you can modify it. Bend the knees. Micro bends are always great too. I'm gonna go ahead and take a deep inhale, lift. Over, everything is still facing in the forward position. So this cross is already gonna give me a twist. If you want some extra, I'm gonna lean into that outside hip. I'm leaning out slightly this direction. Both my feet are still on the floor. Gently release and slowly roll it up. Awesome, let's go ahead and roll those ankles out. Man, I'm out of breath this morning. This is how we start the week off. We gotta get some more energy in here. And let's go ahead and change it up. Roll those ankles out because we need to take care of our feet. And reverse. I'm gonna take a flexed foot, sit back, straight hips on this one. Pulling back gently, sitting back, getting the back of that extended straight leg. That's my hamstring. I'm gonna use the standing leg, that muscular part above the knee, to sit back and place some weight on. And lift, let's change up the leg. And take a seat back, hips back, flexing the foot. And back to center. All right, I think I'm pretty warmed up. Let's take an inhale, lift. Release, shoulders down, back, roll them out. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, roll the shoulders, and we're ready to go. See you tomorrow.